Good morning. We are out here at VIR, Virginia International Raceway, for Hyperfest. So every year, NASA Mid-Atlantic puts on this totally crazy, insane event where tons of cars come here to track, to race. There are drift cars, rally, there are helicopters. It's just a totally insane show. We're out here to just keep doing the HPDE stuff that we've been doing. Ben, unfortunately, blew his engine up at Summit, so a moment of silence for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna track my Evo, which is still totally fine in one piece. So I'm gonna drive today, Saturday, and then tomorrow, Ben is going to give the track a try with a surprise vehicle. So yeah, let's have fun.
At every NASA HPDE event, they assign instructors to the beginners, and this event is no different. We're assigned an instructor to ride along with us and give us tips and tricks to help us get faster and safer on the track.
So a little understeer there. Just make sure you're not turning it into...
Let it track.
Yeah, just, you want to stay mid-track.
Okay.
You don't want to go all the way to the left, but you want to feel where that point is where you can kind of roll in the throttle and let the car just come out.
Sure, okay.
Having an instructor ride along with you is invaluable. They make it so easy to improve as a driver.
I like to use that curb quite a bit.
Okay, okay.
It depends on the car, but boy, it's getting slick.
Nearing the end of the first session, it started to rain a little bit.
Conditions are constantly changing out on the track, so it's something that we have to kind of be aware of as we're driving. Getting a little bit of understeer, but for the most part, it's very well composed.
The Evo is currently on stock suspension. Ben wanted to see how far he could push the limits of his car on stock suspension before moving to coilovers. But it looks like it lacks the camber adjustment that it needs to prevent some of the understeer that's happening. It's a good thing that he's got those Fortunato 510 coilovers at home, so he can use those the next time we go to the track to see what kind of improvements he can make. But right now, it looks like he's putting down consistent times of 220 on his stock suspension.
Just driving goals, I just want to be smooth. I want to keep my eyes up, I want to see flag stations and stuff like that, and I want to keep it on track all weekend because I haven't done that yet. That's my goals for this weekend.
Green flag wide open. God, this thing's got really good brakes. This thing's fast.
Thanks, man. Yeah, they don't do bad. The tune really woke it up. Man, I get this Porsche in the corners and leaving on the streets.
You're getting them.
Oh, we're having fun now.
You've gotten a lot faster through here. Nice work, man. That was so much better than the other trains. The drive, we didn't have any traffic.
It really all came together on that one.
Yeah.
Woo! That was so fun, holy cow. Chasing a 911 that spits flames on the straightaway is definitely a highlight of my track career, my incredibly short track career.
Meanwhile, Hyperfest has tons of other racing this weekend. We normally focus on the time attack aspects of these events, but now we get to show you this Hyperfest exclusive, Power Wheels Downhill Attack. Dozens of adults fold into children's Power Wheels in an attempt to win $100 and bragging rights for a year. But that's not the only niche racing happening this weekend. The Virginia Lawn Mower Racing Association is here. That's right, lawn mower racing. Alright, let's get back to driving. There's only one more session left in the day, and Ben's trying hard to beat his personal best of 220 and break into the teens.
Let's get through this corner without too much understeer. He wants that point bar, buddy. There it is. I want it too, though. I want it too. Give it to me also. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Yeah. We can do this together. Oh, and that wraps up my track time here at VIR this weekend. I don't know if I got like a totally clean lap or what, but hopefully. Tracking is the best thing ever. Come out to NASA and track with NASA and track with me and track with Ben. This is the best. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. So it is the end of day 1 here at Hyperfest at VIR. So this is the end of my driving time. Tomorrow is going to be Ben's day. Yeah, this is the best fun I've probably ever had. I think it might be the best fun you really can have.
So you know how Ben was saying that I was going to have a special car for the second day here at Hyperfest? Well, here it is. It's a 2006 Evo, and it's not mine. It's Ben's Evo. But he's gracious enough to let me drive it, and I'm going to drive it today for the second day. And yeah, just get some track time, some seat time, and more experience. I'm going to be really curious to see how this car drives compared to the Escort. On paper, power to weight wise, like it's fairly similar and stuff, but it's very different drivetrain, very different weight. This car was intended to be going fast while the Escort wasn't. So it's going to be really interesting, dynamic, stock-ish, mostly stock compared to very modified. It's going to be real interesting out on track.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Wow, this is way faster. Holy crap. I just shocked this car out of the box.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Thank you.
All right.
That was fun. Man, this car is way too easy to drive.
It feels really planted. I don't know if it's, I hate to say that it's the wing.
Well, Ben, you've got a phenomenal car, and I hate you for it, because I want it. Now I'm just going to keep asking you to borrow this car. Sorry, Ben, my Escort broke. I need a car to drive. Oh, man. The difference between this and my Escort is monumental.
Yeah.
Power delivery feels about the same, honestly, on the straights and stuff like that, but it's like the turn-in isn't, like, it's there and it goes through the corners. In the Escort, it's a constant fight of, I have to open up the wheel or let off the throttle. At 120, it feels like my car at 90. I only drove the Evo for 2 sessions. I was running on 2 hours of sleep from working on the Escort the night before, and I just didn't think it'd be safe to keep driving somebody else's car on the track as I kept getting more and more tired. So I'm gonna cut my day short and let the other Ben get some more track time.
Unfortunately, I put the car off at the end of turn 1. I got a little bit too enthusiastic and braked a little bit way too late, and the car just popped right off the track, and then got it back onto that issue. The car's fine, but this makes 3 out of 3 track days that I've put the car off. So maybe that's a goal going forward, is to not go off so much.
I had a ton of fun. I only got 2 sessions out in his car, but still had a blast. This time it wasn't the car that was unreliable, it was my body that was unreliable. I didn't get enough sleep, and that's my fault, but had a ton of fun anyway. Ben, your car's really fast.
I had goals this weekend of getting below a 220. I did not hit those goals. I got right on a 220, and I can't get past that. So that's gonna be my goal next time in VIR, to once again get below 220.
I did a 221, which I think is really good. 16 seconds faster than I did last time here.
Yeah, so that's a big improvement. Yeah, I went 7 seconds faster, so
yeah.
Lana did 8
dude,
sessions.
Not a worry at all. It's a weird feeling.
You just kind of check the lug nuts and go back out. Yeah, so this basically concludes the 3-part track series that we've been doing with NASA Mid-Atlantic, kind of culminating at Hyperfest. Killer event. So much stuff going on beyond just high-performance driving or racing like a normal track weekend. There's something for everybody, but in my opinion, the best part is the tracking and the racing.
Yeah, ton of fun. We're going to continue doing track days. We're obviously hooked. We may not film them from here on out. You might see them on Instagram here and there, posting that we're going to a track day. As a car enthusiast, tracking your car is one of the most fun things that you can do, but it can also be one of the most daunting things to get into. Don't let the entry fee scare you. It's well worth the roughly 2 hours of track time that you'll get. And don't be afraid that you'll scuff your car up. These NASA events are very safe.
through this whole track series, what we really wanted to do was just kind of get more of you guys maybe thinking about doing a track day if you haven't before. And if you have, come do another one.
Also, don't worry about modifying your car because you'll end up like me without a car. It's a very, very good lesson to learn. The more stock, the better. No matter if it's an Evo or a Miata or a friggin' Ford Taurus, like, you're gonna have more fun if it's more stock. If you're local to us here in Virginia, keep an eye out on our Instagram. We'll post anytime that we plan to go to a track event, because there's plenty more track days ahead of us, and we'd love to see you there.
We're not done with track days by a long shot. We're still going to come out and track with NASA all the time. So stay tuned to our Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube. We'll tell you guys when we're going to come and do track days. So hopefully you guys can come out and track with us, because that's basically our ultimate goal, is to have 220,000 subscribers come out and track with us at one track day. Or maybe, you know, maybe 5.